Welcome back to a full day of eating. You guys, today's video, I am gonna show you what I eat in a day to stay lean and fit at 50 years old while eating food I love. It's gonna be a great one. If you're new here, my name is Janine. I am your midlife BFF and a nutrition and fitness coach. And on this channel, I show you how to reinvent yourself in midlife, how to look and feel your absolute best, but with flexibility and balance. All things nutrition, fitness, lifestyle, fashion, beauty, all that stuff can be found on this channel. If you are a woman in midlife, over 40, and you want to reinvent yourself, you want to look and feel your best, lose fat, just break out of that rut that you've been in, then hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified, because this is your channel. And today is one of my most requested videos. It's where I take you through a full day of how I actually eat. This is not curated for YouTube. This is just showing you how I eat. I just recently completed a fat loss journey here on YouTube. I lost 16 pounds in 12 weeks, and I documented that in my Road to 50 series. I just turned 50 a couple of weeks ago, and if you guys are interested in what my whole Road to 50 series was about, which was about putting on muscle for that first 4 months and then losing body fat for 3 months, I will link that up here. You might get some good little nuggets out of that. But anyways, where I'm at right now is I am currently reverse dieting out of that fat loss. I'm currently eating about 1,800-ish calories a day and slowly increasing that week over week. So for today's video, plan on seeing about 1,800 calories. I try to get in 120 grams of protein. So that is what we're gonna do. And it is already lunchtime. Well, it's kind of later than lunch, to be honest, but I have had a busy morning and I have not yet ate. But I will say how I start my day, because that is important. First, I start my day with hydration powder, because you're dehydrated when you wake up in the morning. You can't just go straight for caffeine, okay? So hydrate. Colostrum for digestion. This is what's gonna keep me from being bloated and just really, really good for gut health. And then I do a scoop of 1UP Nutrition Clear Protein. This is a brand new flavor, strawberry lychee. This is 80 calories, 20 grams of protein. I mix all three of these together over ice, and I just enjoy a delicious, refreshing beverage first thing in the morning, and I already get 20 grams of protein. So we're off to a really good start. This has been my routine for quite some time. I highly recommend you adopting that routine, because let me tell you, it's been a game changer for me since I've done that. So then, once I have consumed my hydration, I go for a protein bar. And if you've been here a while, you know I'm a creature of habit. So I have a protein bar, I have an energy drink. I used to have coffee in the morning, but honestly, coffee is too acidic and I get a stomach ache. So I don't do coffee, I do an energy drink. And that's what starts every single morning. That was my entire time I was in my build and in my cut. So nothing really changed when I was building muscle versus when I was losing body fat versus now trying to enter into maintenance. Other than my overall calorie intake. That's really the only thing that changed. The same kind of foods, the same routines, all of that stayed the same. And I still ate foods I loved. I still ate out from time to time, and you can too. You know, the whole idea is for you to eat what you love what you eat. That way you can stay consistent and reach all of your physique goals. Let's do, I think I'm gonna do yogurt. I'm kind of craving a yogurt bowl. I actually got these to try. They're the ratios. It's a lot more calories, so it's 180 calories, but there is 20 grams of protein in here, and what I love the most is there's 10 grams of fiber. So it's actually very tasty as well. This is vanilla. So I definitely recommend giving that a try. I think I got these at Target. And it was the first time I'd seen them with 10 grams of fiber. I love a yogurt bowl. Like, you cannot go wrong, in my opinion, with a yogurt bowl, especially if you can get in some fiber, some protein. I like to do, I really do still try to, balance when I can, meaning protein, fats, and fiber. I aim for 25 to 35 grams of fiber a day and 120 grams of protein. Now, I already had 40 grams of protein today. So that's pretty good. And this is gonna have another 20, depending on what else I put in it. So that will take me to 60, halfway through my protein goal. I'm gonna do some of this granola. This is protein granola. I'm gonna do 15 grams, which is 70 calories. I mean, it says protein granola, but it's got 3.5, for 70 calories, 3.5 grams of protein. So that's not a big source of protein, but it is a good granola. And I got this at Costco. It's New Trail. So we're gonna do 15 grams. And then I like to have like a nut blend. So 16 grams. I actually get these from, not Costco, Trader Joe's, the Omega mix, because it's got dried cranberries. This is the hack, you guys. This is the hack for instead of buying everything individually. So this is gonna have pumpkin seeds, almonds, dried cranberries. So instead of buying all these things individually, I buy these little packs, and you could either, depending on the calories, you could dump the whole pack in, or for me, I just dump half a pack at a time. When I'm mixing it with the granola, I just do a half a pack of this, which is 17 grams actually. Then I'll save the other pack for tomorrow. So that is a hack where you don't end up buying a bunch of stuff that will be hard, it'll be hard to eat all of that. It'll be a lot more expensive. This is way more cost effective. I think that bag was $7. And now I've got like a good little combo of not just granola. So this is 330 calories and 25 grams of protein for this. Doesn't that look yummy? That is just such a great mix. So now I've got healthy fats, I've got fiber and protein all in my little yogurt bowl. So good. Let's give it a try. You guys have to try those yogurts. Probably my favorite that I've tried in a while. I know they're calorie dense, but bang for your buck. The protein return is amazing. And the flavor is so good. And I do want to speak, before I eat this bowl, let me take a little break here. I want to talk about not getting duped at the store when it comes to protein, because ever since the new food pyramid came out, I noticed companies are all trying to capitalize on the fact that people are going to try to eat a lot of protein. And what happens is there's a lot of protein marketing, but the items aren't really a good source of protein. So the way you know if something is a good source of protein, like this particular yogurt, it has 20 grams of protein in it. So you add a 0 to that, and that would make, so it'd be 200, 200, right? So I'm looking at the calories, and I want to see that the calories are 200 or less. If they're 200 or less, that is considered a high source of protein. So if something is marketed like it has a ton of protein in it, or it's like a protein granola, like that granola that I just showed you, but it only has 7 grams of protein, add a 0, that's 70, but the calories are 140, that is not a good source of protein. Now, it's fine to purchase, but it is not going to help you reach your protein goal. It's a good supplemental to something that is rich in protein, but it is not a primary source of protein. So keep that in mind. Also, the types of protein matter as well. But just keep in mind, because man, I've been seeing I've been seeing crazy, crazy advertisements on protein stuff, and you're getting duped. And it's very expensive also. Anyways, I'm gonna enjoy this yogurt bowl. It is delicious. And I'll see you guys back for a little snack. Well, I was gonna come on here and have a nice, healthy, like rice cakes with almond butter snack, but Mike came home with, ooh, you gotta show that. He also came home with this. Let me see the loaf. Came home with this beauty. Yep. The best sourdough in all the land at FK and Bread. We've been having sandwiches a lot. Actually, sandwiches is what's gonna be for dinner, but not on that bread. But look at you guys, this is the best cookie. So whenever we go there to get a loaf, we share a cookie. But he got 2 cookies this time. But we're gonna share 1 cookie today and maybe save the second one for tomorrow. It is a sourdough chocolate chip cookie. Isn't that cool? Okay, we are going to make dinner, and it is a caprese sandwich. This is in the app. If you are a client of mine, it is the caprese sandwich in the Discover tab in the app. It's one of my favorite things. Alyssa, my daughter's the one who actually came up with this. She made it for me when I was at her house. Of course, we put it into the app because it's really good. So some of my clients may have already tried it, but we're doing deli meat. This is just oven roasted turkey breast, and we do it very thinly sliced. That's how we like it. And then we've got some fresh mozzarella, microgreens, onion, some little baby tomatoes. I gotta get the bread. These are called sandwich starters from Trader Joe's. Kind of a large sandwich, but it could make 2 if you don't have an appetite like I do. Ooh, these are so soft and delicious, these sandwich breads. They're already sliced. You just have to break them up a little bit. And then Mike and I decided, you could do this as a cold sandwich as well, but we decided since it's dinner, we want to do it as a hot sandwich. I'm gonna melt the cheese. And we're gonna toast. We're toasting. Oh, this fits perfectly in there. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is measure out the deli meat. Mike wants a lot. I'll decide once it's in. I love it when it's shredded like this. See that? So good. That's 2.5. I think I'm gonna do 3. There is Mike's. So I'm gonna spray this pan and the meat. Each of our sections is gonna go right on top of the pan. And I shaped it kind of like the shape of the bread. This is the fresh mozzarella. Then I'm gonna get the lid to put on top so that cheese melts. Okay, back over here. Now we are going to, these are washed already? Yes. These are already washed. We are going to cut some tomato. Now I don't love tomato. I don't put it on my burgers or anything, but on this sandwich, it is very good. Sometimes you have to just trust the things that go together. So we've got the tomato, and now I'm going to cut a couple onions. I'm going to put this on top of the sandwich in here to help it hold in to melt that cheese. When you build the sandwich, we're gonna do some power greens. What happened to my balsamic glaze? Supposed to have balsamic glaze, but that's okay. We will.
This right here, this kind of glaze.
Oh, that's it.
It's right here for you.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, baby, you really are.
Oh my God, I'm blind. Okay, balsamic glaze. And that's kind of like the thing that melts the flavors together. It's kind of important. That is a doozy of a sandwich. That is a doozy. Make sure you guys can get a good look at this. I'm gonna cut it in half. There she is, guys. Mozzarella caprese sandwich with some kettle chips. And let's go see Mike. Yes?
Money.
It's a yes.
Oh yeah.
You guys saw that. That's a yes. I'm gonna enjoy mine. If you want the details on this, you need to be following me on Instagram, because I'm also gonna post this on Instagram. You can DM me for the recipe. Okay, so because I have the cookie, I can't really track that, but I always assume it's more than I think it is. And it might, I'm not gonna have my popcorn like I usually have. And instead, I'm gonna have a couple of hard-boiled egg whites with some salt so that I can make sure I hit my protein goal. That's kind of like what that's the price you pay for like having balance and having like an impromptu treat. You still try to make it work. You still try to hit your protein goal. And, you guess in terms of calories, which is really fine right now with where I'm at, trying to just get up into maintenance. And I know I'm still in a deficit. So I have a little more flexibility. So I'm not very pretty, but I just have that. That's an extra 10 grams of protein right there. It's already close to my bedtime. I'm gonna go up and do my skincare. Mike was very happy with the sandwich. I thought it was delicious, but I'm full. It was a big sandwich. It was a big sandwich. We are well fed today. You guys gotta give it a try because it's a really good combination of flavors. And I love the way that bread tastes toasted. All right, you guys, that is it for another What I Eat in a Day, full day of eating. I'm gonna do one of these every couple weeks on Tuesdays, so make sure you tune in, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Ah, my elbow. I'll see you in the next video.